This is the image we're going to create, an environmental picture showing the contrast between the freedom of an unpolluted blue sky and the mess of a landfill site. We'll also be using the knockout function, which is a little used facility for blending. The base of the image is the garbage vehicle dumping the waste prior to it being buried. To give the picture a bit more impact, we'll increase the contrast first. The brightness and contrast function can do this, but Curves has much more scope and will do a better job. So we'll have a Curves adjustment layer via the Layers palette. We'll darken it down first in the lower area, lower tones, and increase the mid-tones a bit, perhaps a bit more than that. But I don't want the sky to go any lighter. There it is. There's the change. So I'll use a large brush, quite a soft brush, black, and paint over the sky on the mask so the sky stays the original tone and the Curves layer doesn't affect it. I think I'll also make the image a bit more blue, just to make it slightly harsher, a bit colder. With the blue curve, just increase the blue a little bit in the middle. That's about enough. Let's see the difference. Yes, that's alright for now. I'll keep this Curves adjustment layer, then I can make some changes later if I want to. The other part of the image is going to be a picture of a bird, a gull. This is one I took elsewhere against a blue sky. Selection will be a bit easier against a blue sky rather than the white sky. And we're going to use the pen tool. As this isn't a tutorial on the pen tool, for now I'll have to assume that you know how to use it. So I'll enlarge the image, choose the pen tool, start drawing an outline around the curve of the wing here, up the chin, around the beak, around the top of the head. Now it doesn't have to be brilliantly accurate. I can make some changes, adjustments afterwards, but the idea is to get the impression of a bird, the outline of a bird, rather than try and get some perfect shape. And go around some of these feathers just to give it the right feel. Just a few of them. One more. I can go down, jump a bit. Bit of shape around here. Now the tail. Tails are always going to be different with different birds. Feathers are slightly different and they lose some of them, and so on. And this is what we end up with. We can make a few quick adjustments. This bird's a little bit fuzzy, but that doesn't matter. We'll use the Pen Plus tool to move and add a few more anchor points. It's okay, move that one out. Can go in a bit. We can nudge that one away. We can look a bit more pointed. A bit more curve here. and here also. Move that in. Make the tummy look a bit more curved there. I'll take that one out, shape it round. That'll do. Now we want to convert that path to a selection with Control Return or Command Return and give it a bit of a feather. Select, modify, feather. Too much, 2 should be okay for now. Create a new layer in the Layers palette, clicking on the New Layer button, and we'll fill that with the sky blue we have here with the eyedropper. Take a sample there, and then Alt Backspace to fill that with the blue. Cancel the selection with Control D or Command D, and we'll drag our bird onto our rubbish picture. Now we Control T or Command T for the transform tool, and we'll change the size of it. It's a bit big like that, and rotate it. We can come back and mess around with this again. Put it somewhere. No, let's try that way. No, he's going downhill there. Have it there perhaps. A bit smaller still maybe. That'll do for now. Okay, that. Well, we don't need this picture anymore, so for now we'll just put that away. Next is the sky. This is our sky picture, and it's a good idea to build up a collection of sky images. Whenever you see an interesting sky, from almost clear blue to a stormy dark grey, photograph it and file it away. Even a rather mundane cloudy sky can be useful at times. So we drag this sky image onto our main picture, and we'll put it underneath the bird. Now let's select the bird shape by clicking on its layer in the layer panel and holding down the Control or the Command key. Delete what's there, make the layer active, press the backspace to delete the color, invert the selection with Control Shift I or Command Shift I. Now we want to fill this with black. The default colors in the toolbox should be black over white, otherwise press D and they'll appear like that. Fill this area with black with Alt Backspace. Now we can cancel our selection with Command D. If you've got Auto Select checked in the option bar, then just clicking on the sky inside the bird will select that layer, and we can move it around until we find a bit of sky and a bit of cloud that is satisfactory, something like that. Good. Now make the bird shape active again in the Layers panel. Double click on it to open up Layer Style. This is where the knockout function comes into use. Under Advanced Blending, Knockout, choose Shallow. In the top slider, which is called This Layer, move the black triangles to the right, and that reveals the background underneath. We can OK that. Now the bird I think is a bit too big, and I want to change the position slightly. So Command T, Control T for the transform tool. Hold down the Shift and the Alt and move one of the corners. Drag it around a bit. I'm going to have it more over there. Yes, I prefer that. Make it a bit smaller still. That's okay. Enter that. We need to black out more of the image, so with a black brush, hard edge, we go around the outside to get rid of what's been revealed. We're just making the mask bigger to get rid of all the unwanted bits. Let's clear that out of the way. Choose the move tool, and we can still move the sky around underneath. Let's find a nice bit of cloud. No, it's too much. I don't want much cloud, mainly blue sky. Wispy cloud looks good. There we are. And that's it really. Some more gulls can be put in, a few gaps if you like, from one of the other images. Otherwise we have our bird. Maybe that blue sky should be a little bit brighter. A curves adjustment layer, just to lighten up the blue a bit. Adjust that. Oh, it's a bit stronger, that's better. So there we have our blue bird flying over a dump. There's a much more comprehensive tutorial on the knockout function on this page, and it uses it as an animation. It's called A Tutorial Using Knockout in Layer Styles. Worth a look.